Good morning, Edgewood, class of 2020. Hi, I would like to welcome friends and family to the 2020 graduation ceremony. My name is Clayton and I've been proud to serve the class of 2020 as class president for all 4 years of high school. This year started with excitement for all seniors because this was a year for us to be the top dogs and be role models in our school and the community. The year started with special memories, but was cut short by a devastating pandemic. Things that seniors look forward to all throughout high school were taken away, like senior prom, senior carnival, and even a traditional graduation. Graduation is a monumental occasion in life that marks the beginning to adulthood. It's also a moment for children to celebrate all their accomplishments in one moment with the support of their family and friends that they've spent their entire childhood with. I'm aware that our traditional graduation was taken away, but I invite you to take in this graduation ceremony as much as you can because this may be your last. I know you may not be with your friends or have as many family as you would like to, but this is still a special time in your life. And I ask that all students that hear this please cherish this moment to bask in your achievements. Michael Jordan says whenever they speak Michael Jordan, they should speak Scottie Pippen. Jordan recognizes, just like all other people, that greatness is not achieved only by the individuals, but by the support that the individual receives. None of us would be graduating without the support of at least one person helping and pushing them to achieve. So before the commencement begins, I would like to elaborate on the thanks we have for all those people that have touched us. To the mothers and fathers in our lives, we thank you for always believing in us and trying to push us to our max potential to succeed, for teaching us lessons in life that we will always carry with us, for giving us shelter and making us always feel protected as a young kid, whether it was from a scary nightmare or a bad time at school, for always encouraging us to follow our dreams instead of criticizing us when that dream seemed impossible, for teaching us how to be respectful people in this crazy world, for making memories with us that will carry over to tell our own children. And finally, for being a friend we could always count on for having our backs. For this, the seniors will forever be grateful for our moms and dads. To the brothers and sisters in our lives, we thank you for the support and the criticism to help us always improve ourselves. To our grandparents, we thank you for always treating us like kings and queens and for always giving us unconditional love. We also thank you for all the stories you've told us of your past that have helped put our lives into perspective. You've taught us how to be grateful for the opportunities we have been blessed with. To our friends, we thank you for making high school fun, for listening to us when we needed it, for making us laugh every day, for keeping us on our toes and always guessing, not knowing what awesome memories yet to be unfolded with them, for caring for our well-being and sticking up for us if someone hurt us. Lastly, we thank our friends for creating memories that we'll hold on to for most of our lives and forming friendships that will last past high school, that will keep us laughing and having fun into the next step of our lives. To our teachers, we thank our teachers for being our mentors. We will take the many lessons that you've taught us into adulthood. We thank you for the sacrifices you have made each day to put up with us and the time you have spent making us successful students. We thank you for pushing us closer and closer to our full potential. For all these people and more that have touched our lives, we thank you for helping us get to this moment. We can't take these experiences we've had for granted. If this pandemic has taught me anything, it's that we cherish all the moments in our life because once they're gone, they're gone. We must come together as a whole to face these next steps of our life together. We will all go our separate ways, but I hope that every student in the class of 2020 makes the world proud. You've made me proud serving as your class president, and I know that will carry into the future. Thank you, class of 2020, for letting me serve as your class president for the past 4 years. It sure has been a wild ride. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2020. Please stand while we honor the colors of the United States. I will now invite Miss Libby Wolf to sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mrs. Wolf. Now please help me welcome our superintendent of the Edgewood City School District, Mr. Russ Fussnecker.
Thank you, Clayton. Everyone, you may be seated if you can. Welcome to the Edgewood High School 2020 graduation commencement ceremony. What a beautiful day it is, Ms. Wolf. What a great job you did. And especially at a time like our country's going through, I appreciate what you did this morning. It sounded amazing. Beautiful day. And rejoice and be glad in this day. I want to thank the Board of Education for making this happen. I also want to say thank you to all the parents. I know you have been through a lot. The last 2-3 months have probably been very difficult as a parent of a senior. I can only imagine some of the counseling and discussions that you've gone through, and I do appreciate all the family and friends and parents for giving the support to these young people, as I know they have needed it in the last couple months. I also want to say thank you to all the volunteers. This place looks amazing. What a beautiful setup. Ms. Lyman, Mr. Ehlers, Mr. Geygan, all the counselors and staff members that have helped. It's amazing. I want to say thank you to the Board of Education for making this happen. I also want to say a special thank you to the deputy that's here today to help us make this place safe. After spending the past 2 or 3 months living our lives like none of us could ever imagine just a short time ago, I'm talking about being locked down in our homes with family, very few friends. For some of us, that's not a change, but for others, very few friends, forced to wear masks in public, no sporting events, no movies, no restaurants, for many, no jobs, trying to figure out this distance learning, fighting for hand sanitizer and toilet paper. I cannot begin to express how great it feels to actually be here now in this special moment with each of you. couple of months ago, I did not know if this was going to happen. We heard from so many students that all they wanted to do was to wear a cap and a gown. They wanted to walk across the stage and receive a diploma like every other senior had received before them. In our society today, it is so easy to think about all of our differences. So easy to point fingers about what and who is right and about what and who is wrong. The fact is, we have so much more in common. I once heard that the world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. The fact is, we have an opportunity to enjoy the freedoms of living in America and being able to share moments that are very special like today with our family and our friends. That's because of the daily sacrifices that are made every day by men and women who protect this country. I want to say a special thank you to all the graduates who have signed up to serve this great country in one of our military branches. We are forever indebted to you and your service to this country. After almost 30 years in education, I can truly tell you, that the class of 2020 is very unique. We will never forget this class. You are very special. You're trailblazers. You've had to do something that no one before you ever had to do, and that's not easy. Something many of us never learn in life, and you've learned it at such a young age. You've been through so much in such a short period of time and forced to give up so many special memories that other seniors before you were able to experience. I have no doubt that you're destined to make a positive difference in this world. And you're here for a reason, and you're here for a purpose in this time. And this is where it begins. I look forward to the future and hearing about the great things that this group is going to do in our world to make it a better place for all of us. No matter where you go in the world, never forget where you're from. You're from Edgewood. And never forget that your mistakes or your accomplishments will not define you, but it'll always be your character. Congratulations, thank you, and be safe. Now I would like to invite Lauren Butts to the stage for a student reflection.
Please bow your heads with me if you so wish to do so. Dear Lord, our God, first I want to thank you. It astonishes me every day how you can fill each of our lives with blessings. Today especially is a blessing. All 335 of us are graduating high school, a big accomplishment. We could have not made it through this amazing ride without you, Lord. Throughout my journey, I've watched you work in the hearts and minds of my fellow classmates, and it's unbelievable to know how far we've come because of you. It's your steady hand that has shaped and molded a unique path for each of us. Not all of our paths have been easy. High school within itself is a great roller coaster with plenty of ups and downs like sleepless nights, studying for tests, or getting home late from sporting events. I marvel at how you are with us each step. I thank you, Lord, for you have brought us through and gave us this wonderful life to live. Even through the hard times, there are countless reasons to rejoice. And those who don't believe, I hope someday your hearts open up to experience this joy. Especially in times of crisis, like today's normal, I pray that your radiant joy can be a light for all of us to see in this darkness so we can have healing. Moving on in life can cause us to be anxious. There are many unknowns, yet this stays true. You, Lord, will never leave our sides, and our paths are already created by your careful ways. Your word says, let us throw off everything that hinders us and sin that so easily entangles us, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. We can move forward confidently without fear in the direction of our dreams, so we can fulfill the purpose you have marked out for us. We know you are greater than anything, and that this will comfort us as we step into the future. I thank you for bringing Edgewood High School safely through this outstandingly memorable school year and for keeping us safe. My hope is that Edgewood continues to grow and learn with you in their hearts so we can be kind, gentle, humble, and loving to those around us. God, let us surrender our past, good or bad, and go boldly into the world with courage to be curious, motivated, adventurous, inspired, and never let us forget all the blessings you've given us, so it can remind us of your unfailing love. Jesus Christ, we thank you, we love you, in your name we pray, amen. Next, I'd like to introduce to you our building principal, Mr. Doug Geygan.
Thank you, Lauren, for that devotional. Good morning and welcome. My name is Doug Geygan, and I am the principal of Edgewood High School. On behalf of the Edgewood City Schools, I would like to welcome you to the 2020 Edgewood High School Commencement Ceremony. Before we get started with the ceremony, I would first like to honor our military, our veterans, for their time serving our country. In addition, we would like to take a moment to honor our local police force, the Trenton Police Department, the Butler County Sheriffs, our EMTs, nurses, doctors, and anyone who has served during this unprecedented time. Thank you. Next, I would like to introduce to you Mrs. Jackie Miller-Wilkie, Edgewood High School American Sign Language teacher, who is standing to the left of me and is signing the graduation ceremony today. Thank you, Mrs. Miller-Wilkie. I would like to next honor our special guests sitting on the stage today. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Mr. Russ Fussnicker, Superintendent, Edgewood City Schools. Mr. Jim Wertley, Board President, Edgewood City Schools. Mr. Alex Ehlers, Assistant Principal, Edgewood High School. Mrs. Lori Lyman, Assistant Principal, Edgewood High School. Mrs. Libby Wolf, Choir Director. Our student speakers, Clayton Stahlhaber, Class President. Lauren Butts, FCA President. Olivia Braunwert, valedictorian. Samantha Roy, salutatorian. Also, I would like to acknowledge all high school staff and all staff members who are working here today. Thank you for your service to Edgewood City School District. We appreciate you and your help. Thank you. You may be seated. Okay. Students, parents, family, community members, staff, and honored guests. This is an unusual time which we've heard so far today. And we have a unique graduation. Seniors, you are a special class. No other class will have a graduation like this today. Across the country, seniors have had graduation in parking lots, on school buses, and in small group settings. You are a resilient group. As you have watched as the world is rapidly changing, COVID-19 has stolen moments of your senior year, but it has also given you opportunities to grow, to lead, and to overcome. For those 4 years that you were with us, your class has demonstrated their leadership in the classroom, the auditorium, the athletic field, and in the community. A year ago, I had the opportunity to climb Mount St. Helens in Washington. Climbing that 8,400-foot peak would provide me valuable lessons that I would like to share today to help you on your journey. The first lesson is to embrace the challenge. The hike up the mountain started relatively easily. It was a simple 2-mile hike through the woods. Well, my overconfidence was cut short as I next had to climb over and around massive stones for 2.5 miles. Every step was challenging as I had to wonder if I would ever finish. Some of you had doubts these past 4 years whether or not you would finish high school, but you've overcome your doubts and are now going to be graduates of the Edgewood City School District. All of you have completed your first milestone in your young life. You are no longer a child. You are making plans now as an adult. Life is like climbing a mountain. Parts of the journey are nice walks. then other parts are challenging as you try to find your place in the world. The second lesson is to lean into community. I would not have been successful in climbing that mountain without a small group of people who joined me on my adventure. The hike actually took 13 hours and my body ached for days. I would not have reached the summit without my friends' encouragement. I believe the American anthropologist Margaret Mead said it best when she said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world." Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. Seniors, I encourage you to find your passion, your tribe, and change the world. The third lesson is to reflect on your journey and use it as a springboard to your future. As I hiked down that mountain that day in June, I grabbed a rock and put it in my pocket. This rock now sits on my desk, and I pick it up from time to time and reflect on how I climbed the mountain with a committed group of people. And I need you to think about this when you pick up your diploma. Reflect on your experiences at Edgewood High School. Remember the people that supported you and continue to take action as you take the next steps into your future. Congratulations on completing your first journey. Continue to shine brightly in a world that needs your light, your energy, and your passion. Congratulations, class of 2020. Next, I would like to make some announcements. Many of our students will be wearing cords and stoles. They have been earned by the time and commitment given to a particular club, their leadership role, or their academic honor. Please refer to the program for more specifics regarding the meaning of each item. Scholarships. We would like to recognize our seniors who are scholarship recipients. In the program, you will see a symbol next to their names indicating they have earned one or more scholarships. We are proud to announce that the class of 2020 combined has earned a total of $1.2 million in scholarships and grants. Congratulations to those seniors. I would like to now recognize our valedictorian and salutatorian. To represent their achievements, they are wearing silver stoles. Would Olivia Bronwert and Samantha Royce please stand? Both of these students have worked hard for 4 years to earn their goal of being valedictorian and salutatorian. I'm sure both of them would say it was not easy. They both made sacrifices and they committed themselves to academic excellence. In addition, they were both involved in school activities and were well-rounded over these past 4 years. They are both well-deserving of their recognition. I will first start off by introducing your class of 20 valedictorian, Olivia Bronwert. Olivia's parents are Jason and Karen Ballard and Brian Barnwart. She has a GPA of a 5.958. She participated in the varsity academic team, tennis, and choirleers. She was a member and officer of the National Honor Society. She will be attending The Ohio State University and planning on majoring in microbiology with a minor in mathematics. Olivia will receive the valedictorian award for her outstanding achievement at the end of the ceremony today. Our class of 2020 salutatorian, Miss Samantha Roy. Her parents are Raymond and Kirsten Roy. She had a GPA of a 5.759. She participated on varsity tennis, varsity academic team, and was a tech crew member for the choirleers. She's also the president of the FCCLA, and she is a member of the National Honor Society. She plans on attending the Culinary Institute of America with a major of baking and pastry arts. Samantha will receive the salutatorian award for her outstanding achievement. She will be given this award at the end of the ceremony. Next, let me invite Samantha to the stage to give her speech on what it is meant to be a student at Edgewood High School. Please welcome Samantha Roy.
I would like to open by saying that this is such a beautiful crowd. It's so great that so many people were able to make it here today. I would like to thank everyone who has been there for me throughout my high school journey. Thank you to my family for always supporting me and for tolerating my late night study sessions. Thank you to my friends for all of the laughs and for making so many happy memories. Thank you to all of my teachers for always going above and beyond and making a welcoming learning environment, and for always being there to push me when needed. And thank you to the administration for doing your best to make the end of this year as normal as possible. I can confidently say that I wouldn't be on this stage without all of your immense support. I remember always thinking about graduation as an event that was so far away, something that I didn't really have to think or worry about just yet. But now it's here, and it's not quite what I expected. I'm so sorry that the ending of our high school careers didn't go as planned. Even with all of the cancellations and heartbreak that our classes experienced, I would like to believe that we still got our great triumphant ending. We now have an experience that is completely unique to us. We will move on and recover, even though it may seem difficult at the moment. Our high school experience is much more than what we have lost. It's something that is our own, something that can't be taken away, and a rest ending can't change that. I'm proud of our class for making it through such a hard time with our heads held high. As I reflect on the lessons I've learned throughout high school, I would like to share one of my favorite quotes coming from a personal hero of mine, Julia Child. It goes, "I don't believe in twisting yourself into knots of excuses and explanations over the food you make. Such admissions only draw attention to one's shortcomings." Even though she was talking about a failed attempt at making eggs Florentine, I think it goes much deeper than that. Life is too short to apologize for your failures, especially if they are only self-perceived. Such actions provide for far too much time on thinking about the negatives. I know that one thing that I've struggled with this past year is looking at my occasional failures as events that are exclusively negative. Whether it be a bad test score or some pastry cream that I unforgivably curdled, I've recently realized that these are simply stepping stones, not roadblocks, and it's a waste of time to apologize for making a mistake. Class of 2020, we just reached a major milestone, an ending of our high school careers, and to some, an ending to education. At the risk of sounding extremely cliche, I prefer to look at this as simply a new beginning, a chance to make many more mistakes and to learn from them. Go out and fearlessly pursue your goals, and if you happen to face failures along the way, don't apologize for them. It's so hard to sum up all of high school in a 2-minute speech, and I struggled to decide what was important enough to make the cut. So Edgewood, I will leave you with this. Thank you for all of the memories, both good and bad, for they have molded me into who I am today. I think it's a little too optimistic to say that I've loved every moment, but I definitely will miss them all. Through all the current uncertainty, I hope that you all go out and work fearlessly towards your goals, and to be unapologetic about your occasional failures. Good luck, class of 2020, and congratulations on your new beginning.
Thank you, Samantha. Our next speaker is Olivia Braunwork, the class of 2020 valedictorian.
Good morning to everyone tuned in today. Family, friends, educators, staff, thank you for taking the time out of your day to celebrate what is meant to be a stepping stone in our lives. I would like to start by recalling a few memories that made high school. I never would have expected this to be what high school was like, but it took me by surprise in both good and bad ways. I'll miss doing math at 8 a.m. every morning, getting passive-aggressive smiley faces on essays when I'd make questionable writing decisions, laughing so hard that I start crying and I can't stop, and watching my closest friends get sprayed with water for goofing around in class. I'd like to thank my teachers for putting forth the effort they did and creating environments that made these memories possible. Not only did it make high school better than everyone made it sound, but it showed me that I shouldn't be afraid of who I am, no matter what others think. Now to my fellow graduates, it seems like just yesterday we stepped into this building, yet somehow time has slipped through our hands. Unfortunately, our time together was cut short, taken away from us before we could even understand what was going on. It was never meant to be like this, and it really does detract from how special this day and tomorrow were supposed to be. We lost out on so many opportunities to bask in our final days as seniors. Senior carnival, prom, spring sports, a graduation at Millet Hall with all of us together one last time. Looking from this perspective is gloomy and saddening. It leaves an empty heaviness on our hearts. But I invite you to put on rose-colored glasses, to change your viewpoint and see how this has influenced us in a positive way and will continue to change our lives. The lessons we have learned from these circumstances will stick with us throughout life, and we will always be that class, the one that graduated during a pandemic. The biggest thing we should take out of this experience is that we need to live. We need to breathe life into ourselves and each other. It's important that we strive to place ourselves into the best mindsets, especially with everything that is going on right now. None of us know the future, as far as I know, so we shouldn't be afraid to get out and just experience life. And I don't mean go against the government or put others at risk, but take a walk or go to the park. Keep a safe distance, but enjoy the earth and place value on its beauty, because we only survive if it does. Embrace what has been offered to us and live to the fullest. With that being said, we must also look to the future with hope. What comes next is beyond what any of us know, so we should enjoy the time that we still have with each other. College is only a few months away, and with how time has passed recently, there is no room for wasting what we have left. You may make new friends outside of the ones from high school, but never forget where you came from and who has been by your side. As always, but especially now, be safe and watch out for each other. I wish you all the best of luck in the future and can't wait to see what everyone does with their lives. To the class of 2020, once a Coug, always a Coug. Thank you.
Thank you, Olivia, for that speech. Now the moment we've all been waiting for. After 4 years of high school, we will celebrate with each student as they make their way across the stage to receive their diploma. Parents and guests, each senior will be announced, and you can follow along on our live stream broadcast through Waycross Media over the next 2 days. Everyone will walk across the stage, entering from the right, exiting on the left. But first, I would like to invite Mr. Jim Wortley, our board president, and Mr. Russ Fussnecker, our superintendent, to present the diplomas. Seniors, please take your place to the right of the stage.
Olivia Isabel Braunwert. Samantha Sage Roy. Clayton Christopher Stahlhaber. Lauren Ray Butts. Samantha Grace Barker. Grace Catherine Ames. Madeline Elizabeth Ames. Riley Kenneth Alsbach. Jordan Luke Arrowwood. Cassandra Lindsay Andre. Jeffrey Stephen Baker. Micah Riley Back. Haley Marie Baker. Haley June Yvonne Barber. Connor Allen Beckman. Gavin Chase Barker. Jeffrey Allen Albertson. Nathan Andrew Abney. Ian Michael Berlepsch. Daniel Julian Bishop.
You may be seated.
Blake Lee Bryant. Jesse Lynn Beiser. Mariah Nicole Brewer. Ethan James Boskin.
Yeah, that's Jake Boskin.
Tyler Scott Began. Treston James Bledsoe. Eric Dwayne Brooks II. Tegan Marie Blevins. Braden Michael Bonifel. Elijah James Beeler. Ikiko Muaka Basingi.
Nathan Christopher Chapello. Douglas Lee Carter Jr. Jeremiah Quentin Campbell. Alyssa Renee Campbell. Isaac Ray Caudill. Christopher Alexander Caudill. Sydney Nicole Burton. Madison Haley Birchfield. Madison Page Carroll.
You may be seated.
Lauren Elizabeth Chartrand. Taylor Elizabeth Caudill.
Gavin David Childers. Rihanna Mackenzie Kuhn. Daniel Edward Corbett II. Elizabeth Grace Cooper. Max Allen Collette. Avery Grace Clemens. Callista Natani Buchanan. Kaylee Ann Chastain. Brandon Chastain. Nathan Shane Coffey. Taylor Nicole Cox. Cameron Sage Cordell. Rita Elizabeth Hope Kraft. Ian Adam Combs.
You may be seated.
Elizabeth Claire Conrad. Emily Lauren Combs. Allison Bree Ann Davis.
Gabrielle Nicole Crane. Ryan Scott Decker. Jesse Robert Davis. Abigail Lynette Curtis. Gabe Grant Current. Tara Danielle Creech. Nicholas Evan Dirksen. Michaela Marie Crouch. Carly Ann Crouch. Thomas Wesley Donathan. Brendan Kurt Craycraft.
Brooke Elizabeth Foister. Ellen May Fightmaster.
Be seated.
Dakota Xavier Fox. Michaela and Catherine Foster. Carlin James Elkins. Michael Joseph Doherty. Aubrey Lee Force. Jenna Renee Evans. Brandon Lee Engel. Jenna Nicole Fry. Brandon Lee Frame. Kara Danielle Ellis.
Clayton Allen Gerber.
Corey Nathaniel Green. Brandon Thomas Griffin II. Mackenzie Paige Fryman. Leah Mackenzie Garver. Alexander James Gavern. Emily Nicole Goodwin. Julia Rose Guffey.
You may be seated.
Brittany Nicole Gels. Kaylin Marie Garrett. Lainey Marie Haas. Marco Antonio Godinez Flores. Simeon Shamor Gary. Presley Scott Blackman. Gabriel Felipe Gonzalez. Peyton Cole Hatfield. Austin Michael Hammonds. Derek James Helton. Jacob Lane Myers. Joshua Luke Myers. Gabriella Marie Harris. William Ray Ham, Jr. Gracie Ray Henderson.
You may be seated.
Nicole Lynn Hale. Jackson Cole Heflin. Hannah Lynn Harrison. Isaac Douglas James Shaw Hamilton. Brian Austin Haney. Elijah Neal Hardesty. Lauren Blair Hampton. Anthony Tanner Hamilton. Emily Hope Hansbauer.
Jana Mary Hubbard. Dale Wayne Howard III. Braden Christopher Hoskins. Isabel Rose Homan. Zachary Edward Hojak. Chandler Clay Howard.
You may be seated.
Christian Daniel Hunter. Mallory Lynn Hickman. Logan Nicole Honchel.
Go up to Miss Anderson.
Chase Michael Hester. Lincoln Riley Howell. Bianca Rianne Hugert.
Samantha Esther Schatzel. Abigail Nicole Joseph. Chelsea Marie Johnson. Nathaniel Thomas Jones. Nicholas Thomas Jones. Jacob Edward Insprucker. Isabel Malin Jackson. Brooklyn Faith Manning. Morgan Elizabeth Kinney. Trevor Allen Kerr. Anthony James Keith.
You may be seated.
Kylie Elizabeth Now. Jacob Thomas Jackson. Julie Nicole King. Matthew Ryan Larson. Alyssa Gabrielle Johnson. Sarah Diane Shelley. Dylan Keith Sebastian Long. Cheyenne Elizabeth Leach. Jared Dalton Linhart. Sydney Renee Lake. Wanda Jeanette Lanthorn. Patrick Casey Lewis. Abigail Renee Landrum. Courtney Sue Love. Trevor Jordan Lakes.
You may be seated.
Nicholas Franklin Leslie. Jordan Otis. Austin David Markham. Joseph Andrew Murati. Sierra Rayleigh Luttrell. Alexis Faith Lesh. Wilson. Leanne Marie Maccabee. Cody Lee Sams. Tanner Ray Wallen. Morgan Christine Dorothy Miles. Madison Ann Muehlbauer. Dylan Andrew McLaughlin. Madison Shea Milburn.
You may be seated.
Alexis Taylor Murphy. Mackenzie Susan McAfee. Emma Elizabeth Moore. Mackenzie Angeline McQueen. Shaylee Marie McIntyre. Dalton Wayne Patrick. Trey Rose. Tyler Robert Tuert.
That's me. Oh, that's my mom. That's your mom.
Dakota Lee Murray. Corinne Celia Pletz. Chloe Lee Pickron.
Congratulations, sir.
Dylan Andrew Policini.
I know. That is very true.
Faith Elizabeth Witt. Joseph Michael Ritter.
You may be seated.
Taylor Nicole Parsley. Elizabeth Elaine Phillips. Maxwell Alexander Weaver. Christopher Lee Centers. Ava Danielle Thien. Luke Aaron Thien. Emma Michaela Thien. Seth Noble Thien. Haley Lavilla Otto. Joreen Plogman. Brianna Elizabeth Reardon. Darren Lee Murray. Bobby Smith III. Zoe Adamarie Wilson. Abigail Lynn Sprinkles. Chase Christopher Newton. Aaron Dale Robinson. Jalen Adara Spears. Jasmine Janelle Patrick. Jackson Martin Turner. Haley Noel Warren. Morgan Danielle Smith.
What did she say? Bring up my biggest fan. Oh, biggest fan. I thought she said band. No. Also true though. Yeah, yeah.
Daisy Lee Schwartz. Madison Marie Neely. Sarah Nicole Schiavone.
Simon Jabez Stevenson. Erilyn Bailey Reese. Michaela Brianne Lily Ritchie.
You may be seated.
Caitlin Nicole Rose. Tyler Dean Whistler. Caleb Gregory Scheit. Dylan Wayne Richardson. Trinity Lynn Thompson. Brooklyn Anastasia Wilson. Shyla McKay Rose. Wyatt Lane Snively. Tyson Joseph Scott Pasilico. Sierra Rose Senefton. Jeremy Russell Richardson. Ariana Simone Robb. Jared Christian Taylor. Samuel Robert Street. Chloe Lauren Smith. Alexandra Paige Reckart.
You may be seated.
Avery Lynn Stahlhaber. Raylan Shay Rice. Griffin Patrick Smith. Shiloh Rebecca Ruth. Samantha Brooke Rogers. Amanda Louise Tabor. Emily Armina Tabor. Jodeci Esperanza Solner. Alexis Brianna Scott. Casey Jane Naomi Voling. Adam Andrew Tendam. Veronica Ann Sansoni. Cassie Elizabeth Snader. Jonathan Bryce Shepard.
You may be seated.
Jacqueline Page Sparks. Olivia Paige Smith. Jacob Wayne Smith. Jacob Andrew Vallandingham. Natalie Mae Nicole Watley. Oh, the wind. Annabella Ruth Smith. Elizabeth Aline Smith. Thomas Wayne Spicer. Zoe Rianne Stephen. Trinity Leanne Ty. Colin Ross Wilder. Sienna Mary Lee Selvage. Then you can step up to the stage. Zachary Richard Smith. Isabella Jean Sergeant Mackey. Logan Riley Vale. Michaela Paige Sullivan. Grant Joseph Todd. Kaylee Sophia Snyder.
Amber Lee Chiria Thomas. Jeremiah Dalton Suttles. Micah May Thomas. Nathan Ray Tauber. Morgan Lynn Whitaker. Eliana Sue Ventura. Hannah Marie Manley. Jenna Brianne Turner. Kendall Lexi Venters. Wyatt Dawson Weaver. Shane Paul Watts. Gabrielle Marie Volley. Gavin Sean Wise.
You may be seated.
Caitlin Irene Wortley. Shelby Marie Williams. Devin Scott Weist. Hunter Shane Wyatt. Carissa Renee West. Matthew Williams.
I'm Jim Wortley, President of the Edgewood Board of Education. By the authority vested in me as President of the Edgewood City School Board of Education and by the state of Ohio, I now announce you graduates of Edgewood High School, class of 2020. And also let me be the first to welcome you into the Edgewood Alumni Association. As you said, once a Coug, always a Coug. Congratulations. Now I would like to invite your class president back to the stage for the tassel ceremony.
Even though our time together at Edgewood High School has come to an end, a whole new adventure is beginning with more memories and accomplishments to be made. Every single one of us will have an individual journey ahead. But let's remember those who have loved, supported us, and helped us all get to this spot today. Let us remember to be thankful. When times get hard and stressful, remember to keep pushing forward, putting your best effort into wherever life may take us. Let us not forget that we forever share the memories and forever be united as Edgewood Cougars. With that, I would like the class of 2020 to place your right hand on your tassel. All right, are you ready? Let's do this together. Now move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2020. You are now official graduates of Edgewood High School. You may throw your caps to celebrate.